Hello everyone, this is second episode of Little Thay and Daddy Jungkook one shot. I hope you will love it. As the days passed, Jungkook and Taehyung continued to keep it a secret that Thay is a little enslaved. From time to time, they were careful not to let anyone else in the group find out about Taehyung's age regression and little space, but keeping such a significant part of Taehyung's life hidden was not easy, especially with a busy schedule and closing living quarters. One evening, after a long day of practice and interviews, Jungkook and Taehyung found themselves alone in their rooms. Once again, they decided to seek some comfort by playing with their BT21 pulses as they slipping into little space like they wanted it. Little did they know that the other members could return early from their schedule due to sudden change in plan. As Jungkook and Taehyung were busy in their playful world, they didn't notice the sound of door opened. The other members of BTS walked into the living room, expect to find a quiet room since Taehyung was gaming most of the time while Jungkook prepared the food was alone in his room. However, their eyes widened in shock as they saw Jungkook and Taehyung sitting on the floor surrounded by toys and purses, not even noticing them. Dada, Chu, and Cookie are in amusement park, and me and Tata will came to Taehyung babbled and let the toy hop over to Jungkook. Jungkook remained silent and looking at Taehyung with happy smile. He loved to see him play like this. What is this? Namjoon stammered, trying to make sense of the scene before him. Jin, usually the one who joked around and was at a loss of words. Taehyung, why are you calling Jungkook Dada? Taehyung looked up, his face flushed with embarrassment. Tears quickly formed in his eyes as he didn't know what to explain it. Fearing judgment and misunderstanding from his young, but before he could say anything, Jungkook stepped in. Young's I can explain. Jungkook began trying to keep his tone calm so Taehyung wouldn't be upset. Jin and Young exchanged puzzle gazes, clearly not understanding the situation at all. Explain what? Why is Taehyung acting like a child and calling you Dada? Jin asked, his confusion visible. Jungkook took a deep breath, realizing that they couldn't keep this a secret any longer. Taehyung is in little space, so please don't talk loudly. He will be flinch. He finally admitted, deciding that honesty was the best approach. Little space was what? What is this? Jimin asked, still trying to understand the concept. It's a coping mechanism for Taehyung when he is feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or misses his home and family. He regresses to younger age to find comfort. Jungkook explained, hoping they would understand. Hobie and Namjoon exchange glances, processing the information. So he's not doing it to mock you or something else? Yoongi asked, looking at Jungkook. Jungkook shook his head. No, it's not like that at all. It's a part of who he is, and I am more than happy to be there for him when he needs it. Jin is still looking uncertain, but why you? But why call you Dada? Why not just use your name? It's just a term of affection for him in little space, like how a child would call their loved ones a father figure for comfort, Jungkook explained, hoping to disciple any misunderstandings. The atmosphere was tense, but slowly the other members seems to be processing the information. They may not completely understand it yet, but they were willing to listen and learn. I guess we didn't know him as well as we thought, Jimin said quietly, feeling a mix of surprise and guilt. I think we should be more understanding and supportive, Yoongi added, realizing that Taehyung wasn't feeling comfortable with all of them around, not knowing anything about him. Hobie nodded in agreement. You're right, we should be there for Taehyung just like Jungkook is. Jungkook smiled gratefully at their willingness to understand. Thank you, Hyungs. It means a lot, both of us, especially for Tae. Jin stepped forward, looking apologetic. I'm sorry, Tae, for not knowing this about you. We should have paid more attention to how you were feeling. Taeyang looked up as he was out of his head space now, his eyes brimming with tears. I was scared you would think I'm weird. Namjoon knelt down in front of him. We could never think that, Taeyang. You are part of our family and we will support you no matter what. As the tension erased, Jungkook felt relieved. He knew it wouldn't be easy for the members to understand fully, but he was grateful that they were open-minded and willing to be there for Taeyang and not judge him for give him hate for it. As the tension erased, the atmosphere became more relaxed. The members started talking and joking around, determined to move past and shock and get to know the new side of the time escape a few months. Please don't do it, he sobbed. He was currently seated in front of his boss, Highway. I'm sorry, really sorry, Thay, but I don't see any other solution. What if you sleep in front of your fans? I would hate you and hate the other members too. Everything is going well at the moment and I don't want anyone to ruin it because of some headspace or what the stuff is called. If you had it under control, I would have let you stay, but since you slept while being at the set, showing me that you don't have it under control. The only thing I could do for you is set up you on a hiatus, and in 2 months we could meet up again and show me that you have everything under control, but that would be so much effort and I don't want people to think that you will come back and then you completely gone. And if I let you come back, you could still slip on accident and damage the group image. Tears were streaming uncontrollably out of Taehyung's eyes. He couldn't even find enough courage to look at his boss. Why he was so dumb to let himself slip at a stage set with hundreds of people, while all the members knew about it, but they weren't fast enough to realize that he was in little space and to shield him from the view of the staff. One of the staff found it disgusting and told it immediately. Bang PD, when do I need to move out? Taehyung asked with a broken voice. I want you to be out at Monday maximum. You are allowed to have contact with other members, but I strictly forbid you to meet up with any of them or share anything about them to fans. With that, PD dismissed himself at drum. What did he say? Jungkook asked as soon as Taehyung stepped into the drum. The asked boy just shook his head and let himself slide down the door. I should be out at Monday maximum and we will still allowed to have contact but no meeting up. They explained Jungkook's eyes widened and he threw himself on Taehyung, embarrassed Tae in a hug. I'm sorry, Tae. I should have noticed it sooner. Otherwise, you still could be with us. Jungkook sobbed and hid his face in the younger's neck. Suddenly, some of the other member came into the floor and started staring at the two boys. They knew what Bank PD said just by looking at Taehyung's puffy eyes and Jungkook's sobbing body. He kicked you out, Namjoon said with a dull voice. Taehyung nodded. Jungkook was rubbing his back. This little freak, I'm going to make sure that his back of this heck of the person wouldn't see the light of the day anymore. I'll chop him into pieces and burn them so no one will have to come to his funeral. Jungkook yelled and wanted to storm out, but Yoongi and Jin held him back. No, you will make everything worse. We can figure something out, but we need to be. Now we will enjoy the little time that left with Taehyung and think about something Hobie said, looking at their three McCain, we Minkook, wiping all together. The days went past faster than anyone wanted. It was already Sunday and Taehyung just finished packing up his whole stuff when Jimin came into the room. What will you do after this? He asked and leaned on the door frame. I will probably debut as a soloist. I will have more freedom and wouldn't have to attend this many interviews and shows. Nothing against you all, Hyungs, but it will probably be better if I become a soloist. If there is any other way me to come back, I will take it, but now I wouldn't just disappear forever. Music is my passion, and if Bank PD thinks he can take it away by kicking me out, I will do my best to prove him different. Jimin smiled at the statement. He loved how music was something Tae would burn himself for and never give up, even if he had to start from scratch again. I went over to Jimin once and hugged him with moist eyes. I'll miss you, Tete, so much. I hope we can see each other soon again, Jimin said after more emotional goodbyes. It was time for Taehyung to leave. His driver was already waiting for him. None wanted Taehyung to go. Jungkook couldn't take it and he ran back to his room, locking it from inside, falling on the bed, crying uncontrollably. Only Bank PD and this sick of stuff needed to be out. Some months passed and slowly things started to go normal for Taehyung again. Like he told Jimin, he decided to debut again as a soloist. The company welcomed him with open arms, not caring about his hate speech, as long as he would tell his fans if he would slip on accident in live or interviews. So he decided to join KPI. This sounds very promising to him and could give him good promotion and would make sure that he had enough bodyguards for his safety. Since a famous band disbanded, the company was looking for other artists too that would want to join them and could bring them money. Armies were going crazy on seeing him alone on stage and were trying to figure out what happened and what the reason was that he left. Some were thinking that he had an argument with BTS and left them to go to his own path. Others thought that BTS started to hate him for some reason. Taehyung quickly cleared everything up and assured that nothing had happened as such between them, and that it was better for him to go to his own path as it was getting too much for him. The work pressure, he was not able to handle it, and to BTS he was different. They missed cute pair and couldn't wait to even to call them. Jungkook was missing Tae a lot. They always play with him and he was little Tae starter. Jungkook sometimes cry alone. He was trying to get Tae back, but nothing seems to work. Bang PD had feeling like rock and didn't want to think of letting Taehyung back, even after Taehyung gained more fame in a week than he ever did under Heavy, as he was now solo artist. So Taehyung accepted his fate as a soloist and focused on his work. In a short time, he had his first album ready for 6 songs, and it is sold out like BTS concert tickets. But after some time the fame became too much for Tae and he started to get overworked. His little space wasn't help for his cover to Jungkook and other members to take care of him. He didn't have free time these days, needing to write songs and other groups under KPI and teach them when the teacher fell out because they were ill. Taehyung, we had a surprise for you. Could you make it to our concert in US next Friday? Yoongi asked through the phone. They finally figured out a way to get Taehyung back. The members had everything planned and were going to tell the world by what they planned. I hope so. If none of the teachers get ill again, I could make it. They said, great, I will send you tickets. It's VIP, so make sure to be early and get a seat in front row on another side of the stage. Taehyung hummed and stared at the ticket that popped up on his phone. Good, then we'll see each other. Now let's end the call, otherwise I'll tell you what the surprise is. It was finally Friday and Taehyung was excited. The company let him have a short break and he took the first flight for the US he could get. To his luck, no one recognized him as in his hide himself fully, and he came to hotel without someone disturbing him and asking him for an autograph or photo. In the morning he was already up to 6 and picked a nice outfit, but also one that no one could recognize him. He had also the light stick and other marks that made him look like an average fan. In the line he wasn't recognized. Only security, who needed ID, see his ID and figured out that he was an ex-member, but didn't say anything and only gave him a sad smile. The concert started and went on for 2 hours like always until Namjoon gathered all the members together and began to prepare a speech. Ami, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but this is going to be our last concert for a while. It fell silence. Before any of you get heart attack, please let me explain everything, Yoongi said, looking at Army's reaction. As you know, a few months ago, Taehyung was forced to leave the group, and I know that everyone misses him. BTS didn't want to continue without our baby bear, and so we started to look for ways to get him back. Yoongi lowered his mic and Jin started to speak after him, but should know that our beloved boss didn't want him to back in group no matter how well we argued. We will explain the reason for their stubbornness soon, but now back to the point. If he didn't want to let Taehyung, but we thought, why stay where you are always on diets, training for the perfect body and working for until fainted. It was Hopi speaking to Amish. None of us wanted to stay there and decided to leave the company. Yes, You heard it right, Army. We are leaving Hybe because he kicked out one of our members out without any good reason. Jimin was next. I don't care if you, Hybe, came after us and tell us that our contract isn't expired, but you know that I know more than things about the company than any of the staff and managers, so you better let us go without any protest. Jungkook once again threatened the company. And now to the most important part of the evening. Thay, can you please come up here? Jungkook looked at Thay and he pointed towards the other members and separated his arm to Taehyung to hold as the other members already waiting to hug him. Thay slowly started to climb the stairs as the security opened the fence for him. Do you want to tell them everything? Namjoon asked after he hugged the younger tightly. Taehyung nodded and looked at them, took the microphone. He still was in shock from what the members just told everyone. Hello, Ame. It's nice seeing you all again like this. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you before, but I have a big secret and Bank PD kicked me out of because of this. If I tell you, will you accept me? He asked to Ame with a trembling voice and sat down. Edge of the stage, fans were screaming that they would always want to protect him and accept him no matter what it would be. Some of were even holding their pinky fingers out. Pinky promise, okay? Taehyung was also holding his pinky out. Okay, good. I trust you, Army. So when we were filming for our next comeback, something bad happened. No, nothing fell on me, but I slept. They let Army process his word. No, I didn't fall. Another sleeping. He gave them a tint of could see the realization of some of Armies in front of the rose. Yes, some of you probably get it right. I am a little and Happy kicked me out because of this. I'm really thankful for everyone who supported me as a soloist, but I think it's time for me to go to BTS again. He started crying and went to the group, who hugged him tightly. Wait, before the concert ends, I have to tell Army some even more better news, Jungkook said and stepped forward. Just because we are leaving Hybe, it doesn't mean that we are going to disband. It will take some time for everyone to adjust, but we will keep releasing music, the music that we want and not someone else tell us to release. We hope that you will support us like you always did. With this, Jungkook joined the group hug. A year had passed and BTS was happier than ever. They could do what they want, say what they want, eat what they want, and think what they want without anyone telling them what to do. As always, armies are there for them. They still grew bigger and more famous with every song they released. Taehyung didn't have to hide his little side anymore, and fans was happy too when they got to see little Thay, but never invaded his private space all in one. Everything got to the place after some time, and happy he wasn't amused as he heard that his world popular group was leaving him because of Taehyung. He tried to get them to stay, but nothing would hold them with their silly freak boss. That's how Hybe lost one of the bestest group in the K-pop. So everyone, how was it? I hope you will love it, and if you have any suggestion or request, you can tell me in the comment section. See you tomorrow with a new one shot. Till then, take care safe, and please to support our channel, like, share and subscribe. Also comment it down whatever you feel about the story. Bye.